Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Draft Day Sports College Basketball 2017, and it's week 30 of competition. It's middle of July, so it is an off-season special, but I'm going to see if it's possible to try to get into the regular season quickly enough so we can at least get the beginning of the season underway in this episode. It's recruiting time, and that's going to be the main feature here. But real quick, at the end of last season, I had one roster spot that was not filled. The player that I offered the scholarship to, just about a week before we went into summer break, that player was lost. He ended up signing with someone else. And a week later, when I offered a scholarship to a different player, they didn't end up signing with anyone, actually. And so I ended up with an unfilled spot for the first time. And then going into the first stage of the off-season, I had a player transfer. I'm starting to think I might have made a mistake with that, though. For one thing, they're not going to qualify at the beginning of the season, but that's fine because they wouldn't qualify until a year from now anyway. Their GPA is too low, so I'm going to have to work on picking that up. Of all the small forwards that were available, which was what I needed, this player, Ryan Driver, was the one who had the best stats. They were scoring about 12 points a game for the team that they were coming from. So it looked like if anybody was going to have an impact, it was going to be this player. But I never did get a clean look on what his attributes were, and I still don't have that, even after transferring. So I have a feeling that this player might not turn out to be what he was cracked up to be, and I might release him or something before he becomes a senior, but we'll see. It looks like I might not find out until the end of this year what quality that player is or isn't. But getting into the recruiting, I have 4 scholarships to offer. I'm looking to fill every position but point guard. I ended up with the extra point guard, top 100 ranked point guard last season when I was looking more for a shooting guard at the time anyway. So that's the one position that is not in need this season. Also this season, I'm doing things a little bit differently when it comes to my recruiting setup. The first couple of years I went for nothing but Oregon players, and then I started going for Oregon and Washington players. My team's based in Portland. And then over the last couple seasons, I just started to branch out looking at some other potential players that might have interest in coming to my school and are a little bit higher ranked. But now what I've done is I've opened up the entire West region, which I at least get some information on, like GPA. And going through the entire West region, I still stuck with my Oregon and Washington, but I only went with players that are already ranked in the top 1,000, except for I've got 2 guys that had interest in the school already, just outside of the top 1,000. But beyond those 2 players, everybody else was top 1,000 for Oregon, Washington. And then I went to every other state in the West region and looked for players in the top 400. So other than the couple players that already had interest, like this player from Arizona, all of these top players in here are all top 400 ranked players, and primarily small forwards was what I was mainly going for on that, but or small forwards or centers, because those are my biggest needs this year. So I'm starting to go after a lot more higher profile players than I have in the past, but part of that is because my recruiting ability, as you can see, is getting close to being maxed out. So 10 years on the job, I've gone from 0 skills in anything, actually I think it was a 30 in everything, and now I'm up to just about 90 in recruiting ability. And it's definitely shown as I've started to steadily recruit players in that top 100. Well, anyway, let's get to it. Besides creating my shortlist, I have not done anything recruiting-wise yet. This is the first week of recruiting for the season. I have no attribute information on any of the players, so I'm going to go ahead and watch film here on the first 10 guys. And then I can scout 3 players live. I'm going to make sure that they are all local kids. There we go. As it's a lot cheaper. And I am on a bit of a tighter budget this season. Reason for that is I went out and hired a new coach. We'll take a look at him soon, but let's finish up this week worth of recruiting. So this is the #1 national recruit, or #4 national recruit, #1 center recruit in the country, out of Salinas, California. Chances are I'm not going to get anywhere with them, but I'm getting good enough at recruiting that it's worth a shot. As you can see, none of these top players are ones that I have any ground on so far. And there's our first one, Lloyd Riley out of Newman, California. And we're out of time. So we made ground on one player now. And he's the number 98 recruit. Small forward's what I need most of all, so that's sounds good to me. Because of my new second assistant, JJ Bolton, I spent a lot more this year than I have. You can see my first assistant's only $36,000. The player that had the role before was down around $28,000 or $30,000. For $50,000 on a multi-year deal, I was able to get a new recruiting guy in, and you see he's still not that good. But considering what I've had in years past, that's quite the upgrade. He's got a little bit of coaching capability and is a 48 on recruiting. Wow, look at the A's. That's amazing. Okay, let me see if there's any other Oregon guys out here to go scout. Scout. And we'll scout you as well. And then watch film on the next 10 players that we haven't already gotten attributes figured out on. All right, so Hobbs is somebody that we now actually have a little bit of interest on. Yeah, look at that, low interest. I'm going to go right into offering this kid a scholarship. I can always revoke it later. But when he's top 10 in the nation, can't go wrong with this player. Alright. Oh, conference prestige is huge. That's not going to help us. Playing time is huge. That could help us. And school prestige. I'm not going to be able to recruit this guy. Nice, making progress on another one. And we're out of time for this week. Okay, we've already got everything here on Hobbs. Okay, location is Washington. And a small forward and the best one in the draft. I'm going to go ahead and offer scholarship to him. Doesn't hurt to try. Okay, got just slightly further here with Riley, who we got to that first week.
You have new mail.
Alright, let's see here. Oregon guy, we'll go scout him. So close to getting everyone. One more player to scout. So I've got 2 players so far. We've got all the information on them. Just unlocked another, Singletary. So he's a little frustrating, slow to the party. And we've got the interest up a little bit here on Beck. Making progress. Another quiet week. And it looks like new rankings. Maybe? No. Not yet. There was 1 player left. There we go. Watch film on him. And then we start over. Go to the call list. Alright, starting to make some more progress now. Again, getting deeper, getting the time of day from some of these guys. That's half the battle. And look at that. I've got what, 6 out of the first 8 players on the list now. Call list. Let's start with that this week. Hey, we got through to the number 1 guy now. And we got everything on him. Took almost all of our call time for the week, but we got through. Okay, out of time, but look at that kind of progress we're making. Now there are new rankings. Everybody's a C or above. Let's see. My top test has always been this one. Who can defend and who can't. Okay, these guys cannot defend, so they're going to be gone. Okay, defense. Defense right at the edge of the top 1,000, so he's out. Here's one also just at the edge of top 1,000, so he's out. This guy's ranked pretty high. I'll leave him on for now. This one's ranked very high. Is he that good offensively? Scoring? Yeah. We might leave him on the list. We'll see. How's that looking now? Just 2 guys left. This one might not be good enough. It's not a very good scorer either, so yeah, he's out. Okay. First round of eliminating players. It's the only way to get through all of these guys. Okay. And who's totally incapable of scoring? Trell. And they're both bad at defense as well, so these guys are both out. Epps. Passing, good outside shot, good at rebounding. No, that's not enough. Okay, so Cantrell and Epps are out also. Alright. That'll start that off. We've already used the phone calls. So let's get to the watch list. And we'll have to start from the top now that there's new rankings. There are about 8 players less to look at this time around. Okay, so Riley was the last guy. Couldn't offer a scholarship to Gooden. So Gooden, Hobbs, and Hill all have an offer in right now. They are all among the best players in the country. Hill looks like he's dropped off a little bit, but he still would be fantastic, especially for us, even though he's not that great of a defender. Okay, Thompson was the last guy last time. Those calls in. All the information we can get on the first 5 guys. And we just got through to the next one. we left off with Thompson. On to Hess. Alright, let's see. Delia is where I left off. Okay. And Weiss is the last one this time. 2 players left to go on the list. I'll want to try to get 2 more players cut here as soon as possible. Just to get this down into that more manageable. Alright, here's another new one. Alright, so we're already pushing into September. Two months away from the start of the season. And the rankings have changed yet again. So I never got to look at those last 2 guys. Hathaway was one of them, I think. Humphrey, that's a new guy. Definitely starting to get further down that list. Kurtz, that's another one done. Alright, let's see if I can't eliminate a couple more. Like, there's an F now. That's Singletary, though. Let's see. Nothing there. How about terrible ball handlers? There are a few of those. All post players, of course. They all play decent defense. Okay, let's see. I got a few guys that can't rebound. Ooh, there's Singletary again. Not a good sign for him. But junior college transfer. Great scoring. Rank number 75. He's got to be really good at scoring. Just really bad at D. Just not something I want on my team. But if I had just one, maybe Maybe. None of these guys have any other Fs besides Jones, though. It's a power forward. Smith. Not a scorer. Not good on D. His rank has dropped a lot. Let's get this guy out of there. I was 1 eliminated. How about the guys who are not athletic? Okay, so here's Tool. He doesn't score, doesn't handle the ball well. He's okay at defense. He's a terrible athlete. Yeah, we'll get rid of this guy. Okay, that gets the number down where I want it. I believe that gets me down to 30 players that I'm looking at.
You have new mail.
Okay, we have our first contact period. First chance to actually start getting some of these guys going. And somebody's already made a decision. Let's see. Maryland, Oregon, Florida. Top 3 guys. Somebody's going to Notre Dame. Billy Hobbs. Oh gosh, that's top player. Yeah, the number 2 guy. Let's start with the call list, I guess. Get him off the list. And we're going to go ahead and do our first visits. Playing time, I guess, is going to be best chance of getting something going on this guy. And Rick Hill, location. I've got a better shot at getting him. This guy's location, but Arizona, I don't know if that's gonna go terribly well. We'll try it. I'll know real quick whether to take him off the list or not. This guy likes academics. Let's go ahead and do that. Now he finally doesn't hang up on us. Conference prestige being another big one. That's going to hurt us. Okay, that's all my visits for the week. Ran out of time. Let's see, where am I at on that watch list? There should be 9 because I deleted 1. That's 6. There's 9. Stores. Sites is the last guy.
You have new mail. You have new mail.
All right, so that was a busy week for us here, and let's see. Trent Gooden doesn't see himself playing for us. Rick Hill was impressed. That was the one I was saying had the best chance. I was worried about the Trent Gooden one. Bobek thought the visit went well, and Basel thought the visit went well. Hey, that's 3 out of 4 players. And it's time for some scheduling. Let's do our recruiting first for the week. And Gooden is gone. Gooden's not interested. So, take Gooden off the list. So, revoke the scholarship, take him off both lists. We're not in the running. But there you go, number 3 on Rick Hill's list, just like that. Let's see. Let's go for another visit. Location again on him. Also watch some film there. Beck jumped to number 4. So we'll definitely go see him again. Funny thing is we're pitching location. And Basel, we moved up to number 6. His was academics. So we're going to keep pitching these guys. Okay, Singletary. Location is what he's into. So we'll pitch this guy this week. Okay. Getting through on this guy. First time we've called him before. Now, I have scholarships to offer these guys. Hold on, where are we at? Positional. Ooh, 2 centers. Both ranked really high. It's a risk doing this, but I'm going to offer both of them a scholarship. There's still that chance to revoke. All right, on to scheduling. Oh, except for, wait. I still have more guys to watch film on. I was rewatching these first 4 guys, but we got through. Oh, how far did we get? Let's see, I've got 2 gone at the top, so there was 8. So Kurtz. And then I think I got through these guys. So Jones is 5. Sites. Yes, I think we got through sites. And here I am with more than that left over. I still have 40. Smallwood is next. Now the scheduling. I never change it. I'm always looking at it. We've moved on past Portland State, so we're back to just non-conference rival, and we are now above them in division for the first time. Quite a few road games this season. Could be a challenging schedule this year.
You have new mail. You have new mail.
All right. Bad news. My decision times 2, and nobody coming to me. Malibu and Mississippi. Rick Hill. Dang. And he was really impressed too. Beck was good. Basel we lost. And he thought it went really well. Singletary was impressed, so at least good news on the 2 that didn't go off and sign with somebody else. Again, when I'm going after recruits this high, it's bound to happen. Look at all that positive triple plus action there, but we did lose 2 of these guys. Start with the call list so we can get in and look at these guys. So we lost him to Mississippi. We were up to number 2 on his list too. Climbed our way up. Beck's still available at least. And here's the other one we lost. We were up to number 3 on his list. Dang. Where are we at on Beck? Up to 5. Alright, so Singletary's gone too, even though we moved up to number 2 on his list. So only 1 active scholarship is out right now. So doing that update. I actually better check to see if anybody else is gone. Kurtz is gone. Jones is gone. Brandon Jones likes us. He's got a decent rank. Bennett gone. Connor's gone. That's a lot of players that have already. Be nice if we had one. Alright, that shortened the list down a bit. Now, let's see. Power forwards. Jones is the highest. Jones that likes us. Scholarship. Okay, and let's call him. As we only have a little bit of information on him so far. Gained by our assistant coach. Let's see, I don't know if the parent info's there. We'll call it anyway. Okay, location. Location, visit. There's one. We've got a pretty good chance of signing him. And 397 is not a bad rank at all. With 4 guys to grab, I don't mind kind of jumping at the bit a little bit on one of them. Beck would be great if we can get him signed. So let's continue on here, and it's location, and it's working. Okay, and now we'll go after the next couple guys, especially when I need a small forward. Let's see, you're from New Mexico. Location is still top of your list. Let's try it. Let's see. Guys are both small forwards. Okay, let's do the double offer thing. Okay, and we still have some call time. So, go down the list, get what we can. And we'll get back to who we're watching, which is somewhere near the bottom of the list now. So we'll just start from the bottom, work our way up, hope that we got everyone. I think Weiss was down around where we were. I think we've made the whole list now. Oh, there goes my budget. It's almost gone. But the contact period's going to be over soon, and we're not going to have one for quite a while again. Now, a quick look at my roster. I have two guys I need to have a conversation with. Ash. I want you to get a tutor for the next month. Okay. And Ryan Driver. Same thing. Jones, really impressed. Beck, cool to come meet the family. Abney, can't see himself playing for us. He's probably gone. And Collier was good. Yeah, Abney's out. Collier and Vines, not. Oh, no. It was. Where did he go? Are there new rankings again? My power forward. Jones. Where did Jones go? Jones is gone. Jones has disappeared. Doesn't exist anymore. I seriously don't see Jones. Alright, well, anyway. Number 5 on Beck's list still, so that didn't change. Still a contact week, that's good. Abney has lost all interest, so let's go ahead and take him off the list. Collier. We'll pitch academics this time. We didn't climb up the list for him. There's new rankings. There we go. Okay, I'm very confused here. What happened to my guy? There he is. Wow, he dropped all the way to 800 in rankings. Kowser's looking like a better player. Okay. Oh, he signed for Malibu, so he's out. About Floyd, he's still available. So we're number 1 on his list. We've moved up. I will, let's see, visit, host, watch film, do it all. See if we can't get this guy signed this week. Especially with the lack of depth at the position. Okay, Beck, we have that offer in. He's very interested, but he could be still being pursued by other quality players. Okay, how about shooting guard? Sights is the best one overall, apparently. They all shoot well outside, equal scoring, good defender, and good athlete. Sights, you're going to get a scholarship offer. And academics, let's pitch academics to you. Oh, Oregon. Okay, let's pitch location. Watch more film on you. Let's see, I've already... should only have one left here. And scholarship offers on Collier. Okay, yeah, I've already got all 4 in. Which is good, because I'm just about out of cash. Oops. A lot of small forwards still out there. Got to check if any more guys signed with someone. I guess we'll check that next week. Got as far as Riley today.
You have new mail.
All right, we got Brandon Jones. Not the highest ranked player out there, but the lack of choices at power forward, that was good. So we did grab one. It looks like I also lost somebody else. Frank Collier is heading off to another school. All of them had really good visits, so that's good. But that's all the time that I have for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe, and tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.